Simulated flameout pattern is a great way to learn about energy management. Now this simple pattern A is designed to give you some good engine out maneuvering practice. It's going to utilize an L/RD max cue for maximum range glide and an on-speed cue for maximum endurance glide as well as approach and landing. It's a very simple, gentle 360-degree glide down at L/RD max from 3,000 feet, and we combine that with a standard 180-degree power off approach. So we want to arrive over the TDZ, select idle power, and make that first descending 360 at L/RD max flaps up to arrive at a high key right over the top of the touchdown zone. During that second descending 180-degree turn, we're going to slow to an on-speed condition so we can arrive at a low key, about 800 to 1,000 feet AGL, on speed and apply landing flaps so we can fly a normal, on-speed, base, and final approach. I'm going to make my upwind entry at 3,000 feet AGL over the top of the touchdown zone. I'm just going to gently pull the power back to idle and start an easy descending L/RD max 360-degree descending turn. Now we don't need more than about 20 degrees of bank to perform this maneuver, so any pilot should be able to fly it. One thing to keep in mind is the winds aloft are definitely going to affect the geometry. So today they're about 25 knots out of the south-southeast, and I'm going to have to adjust my bank angle just like I do in a turn around a point to make sure that I arrive back over the top of the touchdown zone. It's actually even easier than to turn around a point though, because I have a visual cue for my touchdown zone, so it's pretty easy for me to adjust my bank once I turn upwind again and start to shallow things out, and I've got a target to aim for, which is the touchdown zone itself. And I do whatever it takes to arrive over the touchdown zone at my high key altitude of 1,250 to 1,500 feet AGL at an L/RD max condition. As I approach high key, I think a high key like a hoop that I want to fly through. So I know if I'm over the top of the touchdown zone between 1,250 and 1,500 feet AGL in my airplane, I've got plenty of energy to make it back around for a power off approach and landing. I think a low key the same way. It's a hoop that I want to fly through. Now, while I'm making the second descending 180-degree turn, I'm actually going to start to slow the airplane down after about 90 degrees of turn. So as I orient myself here to the north of the runway, about halfway through the turn, I'm going to apply half flaps, which I use for approach, or I consider lift flaps, and I'm going to start to adjust the pitch to establish an on-speed condition. My objective is to fly through another hoop, and that hoop is going to be low-key 800 to 1,000 feet AGL, where I begin a normal power-off base turn. Once I roll out, all I have to do is establish a on-speed condition, trim the airplane up, and apply landing flaps.
Skypark traffic RV, Sun Bravo Yo's left base, gear down, low approach, runway 09, simulated engine failure, and take off, immediate return, 27 Skypark.
Now we want to fly a normal on-speed base turn. However, we do want to keep just a little bit of extra energy. In this example today, we've got an undershooting wind. The wind is out of the south-southeast at about 8 to 10 knots down on the surface. So I'm going to compensate by keeping just a little bit of extra altitude until I'm absolutely positive I've got the runway made. Once I'm confident that I'm on a good parameter, I'm going to go ahead and do just a series of small slips, i.e. a bunch of small corrections rather than one big one, to put my airplane on a normal 10 to 12 second power off visual final that I fly every single day and I'm used to seeing, with my final objective of being on speed as I cross the fence and make that final transitional landing right above a normal touchdown zone.